Dr. Cooper had suggested that maybe I'd take a minute to talk a little bit about, post interviews and sort of data collection. And then she did remind me, I think, a really good point. And I'll just cover it real quick before I get into the emergent themes. Is that again, all of the interviews that I did were audio taped digitally. And what we did is we hired, Heipu and I, who you've met already, hired somebody to transcribe it for us. And it is important that once you kind of get that document or that transcription, to get it back to the participants so that they can look it over and make sure that it's an accurate reflection of what they wanted to say. And it may well turn out that there's something in there that they choose to omit. So kind of be prepared. Be prepared for that. But like I said, Dr. Cooper asked me to talk a little bit about the emergent themes, and as she knows, going through this with me, and even at my proposal defense, it was one area that I think I was the most uneasy about, because I think it was just so unknown, and you just didn't know what was going to come out of the interviews, and would anybody talk about anything that's related to what you want them to talk about. But I think it just reinforces the real importance of the literature review, because you spend so much time in the lit review and you become so knowledgeable of what's out there and what people are saying. And at least in our case, within the College of Ed here at UH Manoa, our comprehensive exams really build on that. So our advisory, or our committee really sort of looks at what we've done in our proposal and adds to it with the comprehensive exam. So what I'm really trying to say is, what I was finding when I was sitting there with my participants was they would say something, and it was literally like things were just starting to bounce, because I would say, boy, that's in the lit review, boy, that's in the lit review, or that's in my theoretical frame. And again, with my theoretical frame, it's really quite a complete construct, and it really is a very complete typology of a lot of categories and things like that. And that's what you're looking for. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, when you start to know your literature review so well, you really start to see a number of things start to pop up. So from that, what I chose to do was basically a two-part process. Number one was a kind of a within-case analysis. And really all that entailed was to write up each of the faculty profiles. And in that, I just really kind of told their story. And what I was finding was the use of the artifacts and the use of the academic journey depiction was a wonderful way to sort of weave a thread, or I'll use a word called triangulate, and we'll let Dr. Cooper explain that if you haven't got it already. But it really sort of created a congruence in the discussion about that. So in the within case, I kind of illuminated main things of what they wanted to say. And then what I did is I looked for common themes amongst all of them. So I had 10 faculty members, and then I pulled it all together, and it was just amazing how things were starting to kind of float up out of the data. And what I was finding is, knowing the lit review, having my theoretical frame in front of me, really started to, like I said, it just kind of all came together. The categories, I mean, I had some people that were, I could swear they must have read my lit review and just talked about it in those terms. So the cross case became very, very valuable, because that's where I started to pull together some very major themes. So I think as part of this little presentation, we'll include kind of a thematic chart that I created as far as my themes go, because again, you're looking for these consistencies across all the different cases. And what I started to find also within that were some what I call sub-themes. So we'll share with you that chart, and hopefully that'll help you kind of illuminate kind of what you're looking for as far as themes go.